adventures, and what does it mean to really look at adventures? And adventures are, true adventures in life, the ones that are of a spiritual nature are ones that sort of align with the highest angels of our nature, really align with these greater truths of life, and they're aligning with a higher peace. And we kind of step into that. It's like, oh, what a surprise. And it was interesting, just a little aside, is this one definition of joy I heard on a podcast yesterday was joy is an unexpected opening. And that's why so many adventures bring great joy, because there's unexpected openings and we're aligned to this higher truth thing. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, there we go. And it's different than the adventure of going just to Disney. Nothing wrong with going to Disney, but it's more than just entertainment. It's an adventure. It's calling something out of us. It's calling us forward in our lives. It's asking of us something. And this story we've been looking at, the story of Abram or Abraham from the Bible, filled with all kinds of beautiful insights in terms of adventure. And one of the parts of adventure that's really, really significant is this idea of honesty. And this was a quote I read yesterday, and I really like this quote a lot. This author was saying, there is the false adventure of the lie. And I think there's a lot to that. We live in a world where we define adventure one way. It's like the 100-mile-per-hour Las Vegas, lots of glitz, lots of entertainment, lots of bang, 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 bang. That's the true adventure. It's not adventure, that's entertainment. Entertainment does have its place, in life. Like, entertainment is an okay thing. But the reality is we're asked for something far greater. And friends, just imagine, that, a movie a few years back, Bachelor Party, which is sort of a great movie, I didn't think. But be that as it may, imagine that was your sense of adventure. So every few months you did another Bachelor Party kind of escapade. Doesn't really appeal, because it's not based on the truest parts of human nature. It's not based on the better angels of our nature. It's not based on this greater call of God to be of service to other people. It's based on none of those things. It's just based on simple entertainment, sort of over the top, like nihilistic kind of entertainment. And that's not it. And that's why, again, a component, it's kind of an interesting one to think about with adventure, is rigorous honesty. So maybe something we can think about today as we get close to the new year is think about, make a list for yourself. What were those times where you really took on an adventure? Not just entertainment, but where you really took on an adventure, where you started a new job, or you did something new within your job, or you started a new relationship, or you started working at a new community service thing, whatever that might be, where you really kind of felt like aligned and not called out. And we use that phrase in a bad way. I'm using it in a really good way, but sort of called out of yourself to something. Like, what were those? What was the last time you had that experience? And then just make some notes on that. What did that feel like? What did you notice? What did you find to be true? Did you find any joy in it, where there was, you took on this higher adventure and then there was this joy? Joy is defined as an unimagined opening. You just didn't see it coming, and then all of a sudden, like, bang, there it was. And you just think through that, because so much of life, we're not always looking for the next adventure. We're looking to retire. That's what I always struggle with. Like, I'm always looking for the soft landing. And really, God doesn't ask you to do that. God's always asking you, what's the next adventure? What's the next thing where you can kind of hear God's voice and hear that call and take a few steps forward and find joy in those unimagined openings that will inevitably come your way. And that takes sort of this rigorous honesty, real honesty, not again, when I read that quote again, not the false adventure of the lie. Like, that's not it. And if it's an adventure that's all based on your own personal comfort and your own personal control and your own personal convenience, it's not an adventure. It's sleep or a good nap, whatever it is. But that's not the adventures we're talking about. So think for yourselves, friends, a real simple takeaway. Yeah, where might you, the sacred no, where might you be prone to have the false adventure of the lie? And then on the other side of that, where might you be pulled towards actually a greater, richer adventure, the kind of adventure that God's really asking you for, which is one that's aligned to the highest of truths of human nature, that we're here for each other, we're here to serve, we're here to make a difference, we're here to take on challenges, and we'll find God amongst all those things. So that's the thought for today, friends. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little breath. We're going to do a little blessing. We're going to do a little prayer, and then we'll say hi to folks on Facebook. So with that, dear friends, let's get a little breath. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be. Our Father, who art in the heavens, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so upon the earth. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you, bring you peace, and bring you home. Amen. So, friends, what we're going to do now is we're going to hop onto Facebook here. You'll hear a little whimpering in the background. That is this little gal. So we have a new puppy in our household, in the Blair Osborne household, and that is her right there. So she will be joining me here. She's a bit of a lap dog, which is super cute. So we're just going to be taking a quick little peek here, see if there's any comments. All right, so let me refresh that. There we go. Puppies are incredibly fun, as we all know. All right. Okay, no comments up there. Let's just pop on over to here. See if there's any comments over here. All right, sorry, let me just get these over here. All right, good morning. I hope it has been a beautiful week. It certainly has been, Sherry. It was a lot of fun, and I got to hear from your son about the beautiful family cruise that you folks did over there in Germany. That sounded like a ton of fun. And Linda, great to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning, Linda. And friends,